And life really doesn't have to be that complicated. When you see somebody that has something you want, you just got to try and work out how they got it. And that's the missing part. Most people see people with things they want and they don't do the second half. They don't try and work out how they got that thing.
The world and the life that we live in is the ultimate competitor. It will try to take you out. It will find your weakness and it will fucking just hammer you.
I always say that discipline is the root of all good qualities, but you have to absolutely apply it.
The biggest mistake people make is thinking they can divide their energy between multiple pursuits and still achieve excellence.
Mental Strength 101. You build mental strength by sticking to hard tasks. It's very easy to live nowadays as a man. You guys are very weak and you don't get it. I don't know what you do each day that makes you think you're strong. You don't work out. You eat whenever you want, whatever you want. You sleep in till any time that you feel like.
It's player versus player out here, man. It's on the street. It's not easy. For every dollar you make, for every pound you take, you took it from someone else. You don't make money, you take money. People don't understand the way that money works. You're not the Federal Reserve. You can't create money from thin air. Every single pound in your bank is money you took from someone else. And when I say take, I don't mean it in a negative way. You might have convinced them to give it to you. You might have a coffee shop. I'll give you a nice coffee. You'll give me some money. Cool. But you still took his money. I am absolutely and utterly a believer in hard work. I'm a proponent of hard work. I have all this money and all I do is work. My entire life is work. This podcast is work. I'm getting in the car and going to another meeting, work. I want to go to the gym so I'm in good shape, work. It's all work. My entire life is work. And people don't want to look at life that way. They want to talk about work-life balance and being lazy and all this crap. I don't believe in any of that. I believe in if you want to win, you have to outcompete the man who's prepared to do nothing but work.
So if I can help you build belief, build confidence to the point where nothing can hurt you because you know exactly who you are. You've faced your demons. You've been able to go on an audiobook in your mind. Maybe you didn't write a book, but in your mind, you were able to hear all your past traumas. You were able to listen to them. You're able to fucking say, okay, now I can now talk to people about what I went through. I'm no longer embarrassed. I'm no longer ashamed. Being ashamed is one of the biggest things that kill people nowadays. In their minds, kill them from moving forward. I'm ashamed of myself. Don't ever be ashamed of anything you've done in your life. Face it, fix it, make it better. So when I talk to people, it's not sugar-coated because I'm not saying it from I was 175 pounds my whole life. I don't say much to those people. Maybe you're a piece of shit. Maybe you want to be nobody. Maybe you're happy exactly where you are in life, because obviously you are. Maybe you don't have the determination to be somebody better than who you are. And if you want to live with that, I'll support you in that.
The things outside of just waking up early. It's everything. It's working out every day, making yourself stronger and faster and more flexible and healthier. Discipline is eating the right foods to fuel your system. It's about disciplining your emotions so you can make good decisions. It's about having the discipline to control your ego so your ego doesn't get out of hand and control you. It's about treating people the way you would want to be treated. And doing the tasks that you don't necessarily want to do, but that you know will help you or help your team. It's about facing your fears. It takes discipline to face your fears so you can conquer them. And that's what discipline is. Discipline means taking the hard road, the uphill road, to do what's right for yourself and for other people.
Success demands depth, not just breadth. It is better to go all in on one thing and master it than to spread yourself too thin, making small progress in many areas but never reaching mastery in any. Those who lack focus chase too many things at once and end up achieving nothing substantial. The power of focus is also a discipline. It requires training your mind to resist temptations that pull you away from your true purpose. It means saying no to things that do not align with your mission. It means having the courage to walk your own path even when the world tries to pull you in different directions. Focus is about self-control, patience, and long-term thinking. It is about being willing to delay gratification, ignore the noise, and stay locked in on your goals no matter how many distractions surround you. Many people fail to succeed not because they lack ability, but because they lack the discipline to focus long enough.
If you were down for difficult work, your life would change exponentially over this next 5 years. In 5 years, you could be the top of anything you want. If you just walked into difficult things and said, I'm going to excel at these. All the most difficult stuff, not the stuff you make up and say is difficult because you're good at it, the stuff that's actually difficult for you. Discipline is the highest form of self-respect. Discipline is the only true depiction of self-love. You don't fucking love yourself if you ain't disciplined. You don't give a fuck about yourself. And I mean, if you want to talk about higher frequencies, a higher level of life, you have to love yourself first. What the fuck's going to come from that? You can't. Anything that you wish to have externally has to be first cultivated internally. So your love for anything starts with being able to fucking understand that the difficulties of a high level of anything need to be actually enjoyed. You guys who can't enjoy discomfort, who can't enjoy difficulties, who don't enjoy overcoming, who don't write a story in their mind of them succeeding when all odds are against them, you'll never be fucking successful.
It's player versus player. If you're going to sit there and go, I don't want to work more than an hour a day, well, the guy who does want to work more than an hour a day is going to beat you. And no matter how smart you are, there's always a smart dude who's doing the same smart work you are for more hours than you're doing it. That's just the nature of the game. The way that humans work and the way that we've evolved as a species is that we don't really learn lessons unless they're learned the hard way.
Yeah.
I believe that unless a lesson is taught the hard way, you're not going to learn it. You can have so many near misses and people won't learn their lesson. Bro, you must know a guy who goes out there, nearly crashes his car, doesn't slow his ass down till he wrecks it.
Yeah.
Like, this is how people are, right? So you need that pain for the lesson to sting enough to really genuinely go inside of your mind. And it's the same with everything. It's the same with driving a car or business. Truthfully, if you want to learn a lesson about business, you're going to have to suffer at some point, right? So we always say that most people are not successful with their first companies, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. I get that. The truth is, there's a lot of people who make a lot of money with their first company, but they just spunk it, act an idiot, and it all blows up in their face. And that's how you get the discipline on your fourth company, that when you have $3 million in the bank, you just leave it there. You know, and don't be done with it. So you need to go through some pain. You need to experience some negative things. You need to have to a degree some trauma to really even learn any lessons. So yeah, business studies, you're right. The book, that's not going to teach you anything about business. You need to get out there on the streets. You need to make mistakes. You need to suffer. You need to have the tax man knocking at your door. You got to deal with all that stuff so that you make sure it doesn't happen again. I really think that humans are stupid enough to only learn the hard way.
If you're good with being who you are, that every day you wake up and every day you smell like shit because you can't wash your body well, and your skin's messed up because your health's so bad, and you can't put your clothes on right, you need help with that. You need help, like when I was doing, I need help wiping my ass. That makes you feel good? Nothing I can say to you. If every day you wake up with this, see, people are haunted, but they obviously like horror films because they keep watching the same fucking movie. I don't like horror films. A lot of people like horror films. So I don't say much to them. I say exactly what I said to you. Right there. Because I was once you. I didn't like horror films, so I changed it. I have this haunting voice in the back of my head. A lot of us have it. We just ignore it. And it was there for years. So I knew in the back of my mind that I could pull off this whatever I wanted. I knew I could. I knew that, but I was afraid of the work because I wasn't gifted with brains. I wasn't gifted with God-given talent as far as like athleticism. So I knew to get to where I had to go, to be on the same playing field as these men, to even try out for this program, I knew the work was going to be something that I didn't want to even attack. So I was just putting it off because it haunted me. the voice in my head said, you know what, man? You're going to die never even trying to reach your full potential. And how's that going to feel? So I'm going to live even while I'm dead. I'm going to be, because I believe in a higher power, whatever it may be. I don't know what it is. I believe that your mind lives forever. Some spirit, something lives forever. I'm going to be haunted by the mere fact that I literally just, that's what I was.
Wasted that life.
That's what I was, man.
And you look back and here lies David Goggins, a punk.
That's it. And I get to live. So whatever heaven or hell is, you're in hell the rest of your life. The rest of your life. And if there is a God, which I hope to God there is, knowing what I put myself through now, whatever memories I have, if there's any at all, I'll be a happy man. But I knew that I was getting paid for this while I was living or while I was dead.
It's so often the easy path that calls to us to be weak for that moment, to break down for that moment, to give in to the desire and the short-term gratification. But the discipline will not allow that. The discipline calls for strength and fortitude and will. It won't accept weakness. It won't tolerate another breakdown. The discipline can seem like it's your worst enemy. But the reality is, discipline is your best friend. It will take care of you like nothing else can. And it'll put you on that path. The path to strength and health and intelligence and happiness. And most importantly, it'll put you on that path to freedom. Person's strengths are often their biggest weaknesses. And so that also means that their weaknesses can be their strengths. So, me, I am weak. In all those ways that I listed, I am weak. But I don't accept that. I don't accept that I am what I am and that is what I'm doomed to be. No, I don't accept that. I'm fighting. I'm always fighting. I'm struggling and I'm scrapping and I'm kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them.
The reality is, focusing on other people's lives does absolutely nothing to improve your own. Watching someone else succeed will not make you successful. Gossiping about another person's failures will not make you any stronger. Comparing yourself to others will not accelerate your progress. Every minute spent worrying about someone else's path is a minute stolen from the time you should be investing in your own growth. Success is not about what others are doing. It is about what you are doing every single day to become the best version of yourself. Most people don't even realize how much energy they waste being consumed by other people's business. They are emotionally invested in someone else's wins and losses as if it has any real impact on their destiny. They allow envy, judgment, and resentment to take up space in their minds, completely forgetting that those emotions produce nothing of value. Meanwhile, the person they are so obsessed with is too busy working on their own success to even notice. While one person is watching, the other is building. While one is talking, the other is executing. That's why some people get ahead while others remain stagnant. Minding your own business is more than just avoiding gossip. It is about protecting your energy. When you are too caught up in what others are doing, you lose focus on your own vision. Your mind becomes cluttered with distractions that prevent you from taking meaningful action. Instead of using your energy to improve your skills, grow your income, or develop new opportunities, you waste it on things that have no impact on your life. The most successful people in the world have mastered the ability to tune out the noise and focus entirely on their own business.
Quit searching until you've dialed in your daily habits perfectly. Once you've dialed those in perfectly, it don't matter what's going on in your life. You'll be vibing high as fuck. And that high vibration state, that high frequency mindset will have you never miss on all the things that build you day by day, because you'll correlate your positive momentum, your positive progress to the habits. And in all reality, the reason you guys aren't succeeding is because you fail on the habits, because you're choosing comfort over the work that needs to be done. But what if you told yourself, the only way I'll be comfortable if the work is done? I mean, it's a complete different mindset. I was always a visionary. So I always knew the way I wanted my life. I always knew what I wanted to look like. I always knew who I wanted to be. Now I just had to do the work. A lot of you guys just aren't visionaries. So that's why I'm trying to tell you what to see. Because a lot of you guys were raised by fucking nerdy ass parents. And so you're fucked up. Like your examples of men and women are so fucked that you think it's okay to be at the lower end of a male or female in this life. When it's not okay, it's just a few different choices and different habits. I mean, that's the problem. But, you know, it's rite of passage. If you're around fucking knacks growing up and your dad's a pussy, you're gonna be one. It's just what it is. So, I mean, I knew what I wanted to be like. I just had to do the work. Like, you should be able to wake up and know what you fear and face it, because you respect you enough to live a quality life. Why does anyone have to tell you to live? You should think about that. All you guys who aren't where you want to be, you should really think about why you don't respect yourself enough to live the best life that's ever been lived. You have one life, one chance at this, and you're really going to do nothing with it? Like, the clock's ticking, and you're going to fucking do nothing and be no one because you're scared of how others would view you, or scared of what the outcome could be, or scared to fail. I mean, I could never imagine being that fucking weak.
People will shield laziness with anything. No one wants to admit they're lazy. So they'll shield it with disbelief. That's a scam. Or, I don't work hard, I work smart. Bollocks. More cover. For just anything it takes to say, I don't want to work.
Do you believe in that? Work smart or not harder?
I believe in both.
Yeah.
But there's a time when it comes to work smart. And most people are trying to do the smart work before they do the hard work. It's kind of like talent, right? You don't notice if you're talented at something until all the hard work's done.
Yep.
I could be the most talented tennis player in the world, but I don't play tennis. So if I go down the tennis court, Joe Schmo is going to smoke me. I don't get to see my talent until I've worked so hard that I'm in the top 1%, and now I'm beating them because I have some God-given gift.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You have to do the hard work first. If there's no hard work, there's no smart work. So someone's going to sit there and go, I work smart, I don't work hard, so I only have to work an hour a day. If working smart gets you a lot done in an hour a day, then you should work smart for 12 hours a day and get 12 times the work done.
If you're at home complaining, I have OCD, I have anxiety, I have depression, you need to get these demons in check. They are your weapons against mediocrity. You have anxiety over stupid shit. Have anxiety that you're not rich. Get to the point where you can't sit still and watch Netflix and eat ice cream because you are too anxious about the fact that you don't have $100 million. Oh, I have depression. Fantastic, I'm glad you have depression, because you won't feel depressed on a yacht with 20 supermodels, $300 million in the bank, and a Bugatti waiting for you in the marina. So it's a good thing you have depression, because you don't have those things, and now you have to get them to feel better, so get to work.
Every time something bad happens to you, there's a good lesson in it. You become a stronger person. You learn something. You learn how to protect yourself. You become more grateful for what you have. Even if you lose your arm, you become more grateful for your other arm. There's always something good that happens in the bad.
If you can wake up and have a cheese sandwich and put on a song from Spotify and be like, today's great, well, then you're never going to do what it takes to go out there and actually be successful. If you wake up and say, I don't care about the food, don't care about the music, don't care about the sports team, don't care about any of that, I want a Bugatti, I want a jet, I want to work. So I've never been entertained by these things. I'm not against them, but I've just got bigger fish to fry.
I can sit here right now and recall events that will prevent me from sleeping for 2 to 3 days. That gives me a superpower that other men do not have. They want to go to sleep. They're tired. I can stop being tired for days at a time. I can just have a thought. I can remember, I can sit, close my eyes, and use the power of my brain to vividly remember events, and I will not sleep for days.
I was getting paid for this because basically to me, it was a huge sin. I'm basically just going to sit here and just be a comfortable man. I'm not even going to try. Some people are just, they become, like you said, it gets real small when you're lazy and you're fat. Your will their will is so small that they don't have any, and you can't give it to them. There has to be something. This is what I'm talking about now, because this isn't a hack. This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. Sometimes you can read a David Goggins book because I was all this shit and then a lot more of fucked up. But if you don't have a little flame, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you. And that's the harsh reality of this life that I want to get across so fucking bad. You can watch me, you can watch you, you can watch fucking Rogan and Cameron Haynes, all these motherfuckers. You can go to Tony Robbins's fucking bullshit, all this shit. You do all this shit. If you could keep going back and keep spending money and spending money and spending money with no results, you can wonder, wow, maybe let me go try out David Goggins. He ain't gonna fucking help you. You have to explore, examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life? Your friend and a lot of people out here just don't fucking want it. So guess what? Have fun with your life. Go from 3 to 350 to 400 to 450 to 500 because you don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. I can't give you shit. You can't give them shit. I can give you ideas. At the end of the day, when I was losing the weight, I had to miserably wake up every morning in the cold because it was Indiana, November when it started. I was miserable. This is your new life. Take it or leave it. There's no happiness about it. There's no peace behind it. It sucks. It just fucking sucks.
Some days I win. Some days I don't. But each and every day, I get back up and I move forward with my fists clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. And I fight with everything I've got to overcome those weaknesses and those shortfalls and those flaws. As I strive to be just a little bit better today than I was yesterday. I want to tell you something else, and I want to make this clear. Don't just listen. Don't just listen. Do. I'm not just talking. So you know, I'm not just talking. I'm doing. And I don't want you to just listen. Put this information to work. Make today count. Every day. Go forward. Get aggressive and attack, whether it's on the battlefield or on the beat or in the factory or on the farm or on the construction site or on the website. In the garage or in the firehouse, don't hesitate.
One of the biggest reasons people fail to reach their goals is because they are too busy competing with others instead of competing with themselves. They are constantly looking left and right, measuring their progress based on what someone else is achieving. But success is not a race against others, it is a race against your own potential. The only question that truly matters is, are you better today than you were yesterday? If the answer is no, then the only competition you need to focus on is yourself. Every day, your goal should be to improve, even if it's just by 1%. The truth is, most people who spend time talking about others do so because they are avoiding the work they need to do on themselves. It is easier to criticize someone else's journey than to confront the uncomfortable truth about their own lack of progress. It is easier to complain about another person's success than to do the difficult work required to create their own. But nothing great is built through distraction and jealousy. Every moment spent analyzing another person's life is a moment that could have been used to build something of value. Success demands laser focus. It requires the discipline to block out everything that does not contribute to growth. It means shutting off the distractions, ignoring opinions that do not serve you, and directing all of your energy toward your mission. The more you focus on yourself, the faster you grow. The faster you grow, the more successful you become. But that can only happen when you stop worrying about what others are doing and start taking responsibility for your own path.
You guys swear you're not afraid and, I'm not fearful of anything. You guys are all so pussy. Like, if you wanted something in this life, I don't give a fuck if it's that chick. I don't give a fuck if it's a Bugatti. I don't give a fuck what it is. You would fucking have it. If you really thought you deserved it and you really wanted it, you would fucking have it. But you guys ain't got nothing because you're afraid to pursue anything. And the people who are killing it and really did think that they're worth it, pursue something and get it, you're a real motherfucker. And I appreciate you. I salute you. Well, the only true outward depiction, the only way we can truly tell if someone loves themselves internally is if they take care of themselves. Self-investment is the only true depiction of self-love. Someone who loves themselves builds themselves. They do not destroy themselves. Someone who doesn't love themselves disrespects himself and breaks himself down. Someone who overeats and destroys their body, that is an outward depiction of someone who internally does not care for themselves, because then they're physically not caring for themselves. How is this hard to understand? I don't get it.
You need to be able to remember all the bad things that happened to you instantly, instantaneously. Open up the filing cabinet and find all of the bad things that will either make you feel sad or hopefully enrage you so you have power to attack the current conundrum with absolute ferocity. You're not allowed to be a little bit of anything. That is destroying the potency of emotions. If you're sad, be sad. And if you're angry, be angry. And if it's not time to be those things, then absolutely stop, put them away, and save the emotion for when it is useful. In-betweens, this is what disconnects you from the source code of the simulation. There's nothing wrong with being authentic and true to yourself. This is how you become lucky. Something makes you mad, then be mad. Trying to hold it in because you don't want your boss to fire you and you don't want your woman to get mad at you. All this built up rage as you slowly simmer. And none of the rage is put into a positive direction. Nobody suffers for the consequences. No empire is built. Nothing happened. The light's half on. It's extremely important.
But you need to sit down and look at your life and say, what's going to make me as motivated as possible? Is it developing an imagination to imagine my dream life? I'm sure it is. Is it having a social circle of people who are always trying to elevate? I'm sure it is. You need to then sit there, look at every facet of your life, analyze it one by one, and develop a lifestyle which is going to give you endless fire, because without it, you are going to lose.